Boy. You ever heard it?
Nobody. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Of course, I know
like-
the guy.
There's a rapper who did a song with that guy.
Yeah.
Shine.
Yeah. Shine. Yeah.
Shine. He
Yeah.
went to jail for 10 years. He was in a club with Puff Daddy and Jennifer Lopez. And there was some shooting in the club. And Puff Daddy got off, but he did 10 years in jail. I think 8.5 years in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has this documentary out on Hulu. I just watched it. While I was working, I was listening to it. And it was very good. You should check it out.
Obviously, you have to be working.
No, that's it distracts me.
Yeah.
But it was really good. It was better than I thought it would be, and it gave me like a whole insight into him. Because I was around at that. I was old enough to know what was going on at that time, and I was a fan of his. I liked his music, and he did 8.5 years in Rikers Island. That's like a very tough jail in New York.
Yeah.
And just imagine at that time of your life. And what I realized is like me and him are the same exact age. We were born the same year. So just thinking about it, like at that time he was like 19 years old. And you're going to Rikers Island and you're just in jail for 8.5 years. Especially when you didn't do it.
But he sacrificed himself. Is that what you mean?
No, he didn't sacrifice himself. He just didn't tell. He didn't cooperate with the law. But he still didn't do it, he didn't do it. And, but he just told like a whole different story. Just imagine you're a millionaire, then you go to jail. He spent 8.5 years in jail. While he was in jail, he released his second album that I think it went almost platinum, it went platinum. He sold a lot of records. Then he came out of jail. And when he came out of jail, he was trying to, because all you know is that music life. So he's trying to live that life. So he's just rapping, talking negative about different rappers, like The Game. I remember he was just talking about negative stuff about different rappers, but he lost his voice. He couldn't really rhyme as good. He couldn't put out any good music. Then he went and he became Jewish, like Orthodox Jews with the hair.
Okay, I see.
So like in the documentary, he talks about it, like how he had to go find himself. Then now he's a politician. And so it's interesting, really interesting stuff, man. But just watching that and looking at it from my age, from my eyes now, it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
He went through a lot. He went through a lot. You had to like go down to the bottom.
How old are you now?
I don't want to say it in public.
No, don't worry. It's cut off. Anything we don't want is cut off.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later though. But yeah,
you are 45?
No, older than 45, yeah.
49?
No, I'm not 49, no. I'm not there's anything wrong.
I'm 40.
Yeah, I know you told me before. Yeah. But yeah, man, you're excited about the podcast?
It's crazy how years goes fast, I just can remember like a slight time ago I was 30 and I was working, I was an employee in a bank. And man, time goes fast, bro, 2024, I was in Luxembourg, working. I didn't even know anything about real estate at that time to tell you,
You didn't even speak English back then, right?
No, I did, because I did my master's degree in England, so...
for some reason, I thought you learned how to speak English here.
No, I did. It's just I didn't have the confidence or
Oh, okay.
So, but in Luxembourg, basically, they speak 4 languages, So you have to speak English too. It's part of the languages.
Part of the languages in Luxembourg is...
Yeah.
Well, what are the 4 languages?
So the Portuguese, French, English, and then Luxembourgish. And German at some point.
And basically every citizen needs to know all those
Every
languages.
young person who's like 11 years old speak at least 4 languages, all of them perfectly.
Everybody?
All of them perfectly. Like as long as, if you study there, you speak all of them for sure.
Wow, that's impressive.
And then without accent most times,
Wow, so you speak Portuguese?
No, not me, because I grew up in France, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So,
but I could have learned Portuguese. I can understand a little bit Dutch, Yeah, because of living in proximity with Dutch. But otherwise, Spanish, because you learn in our school, it's kind of like French. But otherwise, in Luxembourg, there is a journalist. He did a show, and he was speaking in 4 different languages for the same report. And then he was doing so well. He was a Luxembourgish, this guy. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, but you learn, so it just become like a user.
I think that has something to do with your IQ also. The more
not really,
because
you're giving the exposure. Because if you have children, you have a child, he's 1, 2, 3. he gets at home, he hears French maybe. He goes at school, he has to speak Luxembourgish, and
That's
English
true.
would come fast. He watched the shows in English.
Even in Nigeria,
Yeah.
like my mom speaks multiple languages, and my dad, like my mom and my dad both speak multiple languages, but I only speak English. You know,
You only speak English, you don't speak Yoruba.
no, I'm not even Yoruba. Yeah, but I'm
Igbo. You don't speak.
I understand. I don't speak fluently, but yeah. So I don't know. The generations is different. You know, my parents' generation, they spoke multiple languages, but like a lot of us now don't really speak, you know, a lot of languages. Just English.
Yeah, no. For me, I lived in many countries, so you had to adapt.
They're
And
different, yeah.
when you have English, it doesn't make easy to speak other languages because most times people are going to adapt to your language. You know, so you come from another country, trying to learn anything else than English. As soon as you start speaking, people hear your English and they're like, they reply in English because they want to speak English.
You want
right?
to practice. Okay,
Yeah.
So, okay.
But let's say you're Chinese, it won't be the same, right? You have to adapt. You have to learn. You know?
I
Yeah.
never thought about it like that before.
Yeah. Because it's a trade language. It's one of the most influential. Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
It's working?
Yeah, it's working. It's working. This one, man, you'll be happy, man.
Why?
It looks good. No, because your camera brings up good light.
Oh, what will we talk about next?
When we talk about next, what do you think about the gender war? No.
Oh, isn't that dangerous to talk about? I lose clients. Can't just talk about stuff like that. You have to be careful.
Okay, no. Something like you can't attack agents. Like, okay. So I'm gonna ask you a question. So, why do you think many agents? Many agents do cold call, try to do many different stuff, and then they don't win deals. And at the end of the year, they close only 3-4 deals. And how do you do?
Oh, I just think consistency. I think every system works, man. Every system works. Even if I got a cardboard, buy a house, and I put my phone number, if I go outside every day and I give it enough time, I will get deals from that. I could possibly do like 100 deals from that.
Yeah, but now you have to max out on the strategy. Is that what you mean? Or?
Yeah, you just have to. You just can't do it for. Most people like that I speak to, they do it for a little bit of time, and they don't get any results.
And then
they
they
go
stop,
find
yeah.
the next
Yeah.
thing that they think, oh, Frank is doing that, and that's working for Frank, and they go do what Frank is doing, and they do that for 3 months, and then, oh man, Frank is only getting it because he's light skinned. That's why they, they'll create some reason why it's not working.
Excuses.
Then they'll now go do something else. But I just think, no matter what you do, if you're just doing it consistent enough. Like I was talking to somebody about this. It was an idea I had, right? I can't remember the conversation. So basically, just imagine, right? I go to downtown DC. You know how busy downtown DC is. Middle of rush hour. I put a desk. I sit down on my desk, and I put like a fake phone and everything, and I sit down there, and people are just walking past, and I just put my business card. I'm a real estate agent there. I'm sure I could do 100 deals from that a year.
It's complicated.
Before the police come, before the police arrest me.
But that's the same thing, as the same applies when you're looking for deals. When you're looking for deals, you tend to, there's many strategies. We have the same, you have to cold call, you can do card, you can bandit signs, you know that. But if you focus on one strategy, eventually, like in the first day, it doesn't work, right? Because you have to create that snowball, right? Yeah. So I remember you telling me, hey, JT, if you have to create content. You see what I mean? You have to create content and be consistent about it. And I was always like, what value is going to bring to me? Okay, I have nothing to market. But as a matter of fact, I don't have anything to market, but I can market myself. So I'm branding myself. It helps me to create more relationship, to network much more faster, and to have more conversion, because when you're on social media, people are going to see you, and then you have more credibility. So you're digitalizing your reputation.
Yeah. And it also trains you to be disciplined or something. Like just doing the same thing over and over and over again just trains you so that you could apply that to anything else. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think, man, just consistency with anything, man. Anything. I'm telling you, like, there's a crazy story about I pass out flyers a lot. That's what I do. And I went to this guy. This guy was big, like in the 90s, 2000s. He was massive. Like, his name was ringing bells all over DMV. And I went to talk to him about it when I first started. And he was just like, what? Man, that's the stupidest idea I heard in my life. I was like, for real? He's just like, yeah, why would you go be giving out people flyers? You know, that was what he told me. And what he said made a lot of sense. Because the reason he gave me was a very valid reason. He told me it doesn't make sense that you're giving people flyers with your phone number and you're not able to get their information. So you're giving them all this information and they're throwing it away. But if you had a system where
to get the
information, you put them in a funnel, follow up with them, blah, 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 blah.
That's true.
That made sense. But luckily for me, I'm very hard-headed, right? So after he told me that, what he said made sense to me, but just because of my inner nature, I was just like, whatever, man, I'm still gonna do it anyway. You know, and I did it anyway and it became successful for me. But that just shows you, like, at the end of the day, it's just all about consistency.
There is no best strategy.
Yeah.
There isn't any best
strategy, yeah.
The best one is the one you try, you're consistent, you know the numbers, and you know how to follow up and
that's it.
Keep nurturing your pipeline.
That's the trick. So that's it, man. Just keep on pushing. Never quit. Like with this podcast.
No, but I like your strategy. Your strategy, you see you on social media, and then you see you on bus stop. You're gonna see you everywhere. You're like, okay, this guy is everywhere.
Disturb them, man. Disturb them. I want to disturb them.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
You need to go on YouTube.
I'm on YouTube too, though.
Are you?
Yeah, I got like
long form or just same. You
replicate. What does it mean, though? Well,
because long form content or. Because YouTube is more for like long form.
I mean, I do, anything I post on, anywhere I post on YouTube.
Okay, but each platform has its own.
Yeah, I think long form is always like 7-8 minutes.
No, the thing is, 15, at least 15. The good thing about it is that you're able to create more report. Let's say someone likes you on social media, on Instagram. But the thing is, people on Instagram, they follow you, but they can only follow you to the extent where you're able to post. When you stop posting, they forget about you. But someone who saw you on Instagram
or YouTube
went on YouTube because it's an acquisition channel. Went on YouTube, he spent with you 15 minutes or an hour video. Then you build so much rapport that this person for sure is a qualified lead. He will call you. You are sure that he's a client.
Yeah, I think I have like 2,000 followers I think I have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. I think so, but I don't have that many long form. Like everything I have is like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, nothing long form. But now with the podcast,
yeah, you can have long form. That's the key. That's the key.
Me too. I'm gonna do this podcast every week, right?
Yeah, every week.
Every week, man. Sunday. I'm serious, man. I'm not playing.
Serious, no, I'm not playing.
I'm looking at you because
look where we are. Look where we are, bro.
We're supposed to have done this like a month and a half ago, but we're here now.
Yeah.
How many minutes? How many minutes? 13 minutes? All this talking is only 13 minutes?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's qualitative.
I'm tired already.
It's controversial. So what do you think about the fact that everyone says, okay, I want to be a king or I want to be a queen?
King or what?
King or queen?
Queen of life or queen of
I don't know, whatever. A lot of people say I'm a king.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's positive. It's good to look at yourself on that level, and if you're going to follow it up with, what it takes to become a king.
That's true.
If everybody is trying to become a king and they're all doing what it takes to become a king, I think it just helps the whole community or the society as a whole because everybody's working harder than normal. Everybody is visualizing bigger, so we could just have more Elon Musk. We could have more Mark Zuckerbergs in the world, and you just make the world a better place. I think it's a good thing. And I think rap helps with it a lot. Like rap music. Like when I still listen to rap. But all the rappers just was like, I'm the best ever. So like you that you're listening, you start saying stuff like that. And for some people, you get motivated. Some people like me, you get motivated to be the best
That's true.
whatever your field is.
That's
like,
true, yeah.
you know, for me in real estate, I want to be the best real estate. You know, like I want to be king. You know.
No, it's competitive. You have to be competitive. No, you have to say it and do it.
Yeah, say it and
That's
do
the
it.
thing.
Yeah.
No, because I felt like everyone want to be a king now. It's more like, okay, I'm a king, you're a queen. But then none of them, I mean, no one is just doing anything. I'm just out there. I want to be treated like a king. You want to be treated like a king. Where's your kingdom?
Exactly.
You want to be a queen. Where's your king? I mean, it doesn't all mismatch. So it's a matter of. It's I mean, you have to keeping positive talk and follow through. It's actually getting somewhere.
It's moving. Visualizing certain things. Like for me, like the craziest thing about me, for me, is my name means king. So ever since I was a little child,
you were told that.
No,
so he programmed you.
No, it was just that's my name. Like as far back as I can remember, I asked my mom, "What does my name mean?" My name is Wambueze, right? This child.
Wambueze.
Yeah, this child is king. So when I found out, I was like, "This child is king. I'm king." And I was like, "Yeah, you're king." So I've been trying to live up to my name as far back as I, because I was not king. Like I'm not king at anything right now. So I'm going to try and be king at this. I'm going to be trying. So I've always been trying to live up to my name.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's just always your name. Your name is so important.
And then also in my country, like in my culture, like the name, we don't have family name. So you have a Christian name and then a Rwandan name. So my Rwandan name is Mugabo. Mugabo means the man, you know.
The man, just like.
So since ever I was young, it was the man.
You're trying to be the man.
Yeah. I always hold up to my name like being the man, even when it comes to a promise or anything like this, right?
Right.
So the reverse in Rwanda, the reverse of a man is a dog. You know, it's not even. So I used to remember when I was young and then I was fucked up and then I would have one uncle saying, "Hey, don't become a dog." I'm like, no, absolutely, I don't want to become a dog, right? But the thing is, that's the thing. So I didn't have a choice, right? So I think despite now, I think so because I still called Mugabo. So what I'm saying is, you are held up to your name. If you miss it, then even you're a failure to yourself. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So he held you to a certain level of standards.
Yeah.
And then actually, I have to be an example. That's the thing. That's what I know, and then I know it intuitionally. Like I have to be example for my little brothers, for everybody. For everybody, for my friends. If I can to, you see what I mean?
Mugabo.
And then Mugabo. So I have to live to higher standards. You know.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Your name is important, man. Your name is your name.
Yeah.
You ever watch The Wire? No, not The Wire. The Wire.
It was in Baltimore, right? Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah. There's this guy named Marlo Stansfield, and he had that famous line: "My name is my name." You know, like you have to live up to your name. Your name is your name. That's all you have, really. It's more important. It's more valuable than money. It's more valuable than anything. Like your name, like I'm the easy way. You know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, Mugabo, the man.
Yeah, Mugabo.
Not the dog.
Exactly. Yeah, the dog. Yeah, the reverse is that.
It's our first show, man.
First show, thank you to be there. We're not cutting it off. We'll put it raw on YouTube. You know why? Yeah, YouTube. No, cut for short content.
Yeah.
If you spend, we might cut some stuff.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's whatever. You know what I'm saying?
But guys, it is what it is. It shows whenever you want, you can do it. We have 2 phones right there. Just one of 2 spotlights. We're shooting, and then we're gonna take this, and maybe the only way I saw things is actually I learned from Easy. From the first day I saw this guy, I got into USA in 2022, start going at gym, and I see this guy, and I kept meeting him. He was like, "Hey man, you're consistent." And then he was like, "You need to create content." I was like, "I don't know how to do content." He took his camera and he was like, "Create content." I was like, "What the fuck?" You can see the same content I'm talking about. You can take on my Instagram. It was one of my first content video ever. I sucked at it, But then he was like, "Why would you expect to be like me? You only done it the first time." I was like, "Yeah, that's true." As a matter of fact, he told me, "JT, you look fit. Why would this fat guy be like you?" Because I was like, "Hey, it took me longer to be like this." You see what I mean? So that's where I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna start creating content." But each content 1% better, 1% better every day, 1% better. So this podcast start from 0, but 1%
We're
better
gonna
every
get
day.
great. We're gonna be
Exactly.
awesome. We're gonna be
Until
big.
the whole DMV understand about the podcast.
Exactly.
We haven't. Do you have a name? Real Talks, no?
That's the name of the. We don't even have a name.
Yeah.
We don't even have a name. That's how new it is.
We don't have a name.
We don't have a name yet.
Yeah.
So it's called Real Talks. That's kind of cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have here Izzy, who's a top realtor in the DMV area, who's closing deals. I'm JT, investor, wholesaler, closing deals too. If we can help on anything, if you want to have any question that you can ask in order to perform better in your business, that is the same as ours, let us know. Ask questions so we can create content based on what you want to see. Thank you, guys.
This is good, man. This is dope, man. This is the first one.
Yeah. No, the more you do, the more you become better, right?